Hi everyone, and welcome to the Critter and the Butterfly YouTube channel. I'm Matt, the Critter part of the duo. Well, we've done a few more things to our Trailmanor, so grab some snacks, kick back, and check it out. We've been doing a few upgrades to our 2011 Trailmanor 2720 SL. They're small things, but they make our Trailmanor travels that much more enjoyable. Here they are, in no particular order. First is our Faucet aerator change with Neopearl 0.5 GPM dual thread PCA spray water-saving faucet aerators. Minimizing water use is pretty important when you're in an RV, so here's our solution. One of the things we're going to do today is going to be to change the aerators on the kitchen and bathroom sinks. The Trailmanor came with these guys. They're just kind of set up for a laminar flow, which is kind of a column of foamy water basically. One of them is 1.8 gallon per minute and the other one is a 2.2 gallon per minute. So there they are. And we're going to change them for these guys, which are a 0.5 gallon per minute with a more like a sprayer pattern on them. The pattern is similar to what you get out of the hand sprayer on the kitchen sink in the Trailmanor. So we'll show you what it looks like before, change them out, and then show you what it looks like after. Right, here's the stock one, the 2.2 gallon. Then we'll change it out. There we go. And now the 0.5 gallon. There we are. Done. And now we'll do the same thing in the bathroom. So here's our bathroom. That's our stock flow. This one's a little trickier because it's recessed. There we go. And there's our reduced flow. Next are the new bed access steps, using a Beneat 2-step folding stool for kitchen, closet, RV, and more. It can be sort of a pain getting into bed in a travel trailer sometimes. Our single step worked okay, but changing from our old single step to this new 2-step made a huge difference. And the best part is, it folds flat for storage. Next is our new microwave drawer and countertop update with instant granite countertop self-adhesive vinyl laminate sheets. The uneven countertop on the stove side of the galley wasn't a deal breaker when we were looking at Trailmanors, but we thought it would be nice to have a level countertop there. Trailmanor makes one, but it wouldn't match our interior. With a tape measure, some photos, and some creativity, we built our own. When we built it, we knew we were going to have to update the countertops to make it match the rest of the galley. Enter the instant granite. Although it's kind of tender and you need to be careful with it, it was a quick and easy update. Next are the hanging wall cabinets, using 20 feet of 1x6, 2 pieces of 2 foot by 2 foot plywood in 1/8 inch, and the French cleat picture hanger 4-inch aluminum Z-clip interlocking wall mounting bracket hardware kit. With a transforming trailer, who doesn't need some storage you can easily set up once you've transformed to your full size? With all the electronics I bring along and the butterfly's cute accessories, the 2 shelf units were just the thing. The Z-brackets are simple to install and make it easy to put up and take down the shelves. And they don't interfere with the movement of the trailer shelves. Next is the water heater door latch replacement with the Camco 09214 stainless steel water heater camlock in a 2-pack. Hey, our Trailmanor gave us another project to do. The latch that holds our water heater door closed decided it had had enough, so it gave up. It was one of the plastic ones and it had just had enough. So we've got to replace it. We ordered a new one. And we got the metal one that looks kind of like this. Now what you do is you collapse the spring. Then there's a narrow part on the side. You pop that off and don't lose the spring, of course. So there we are. There's a narrow part. And the idea is you put this back in the hole that the old one came out of, collapse the spring down far enough to get that on the narrow part, and then there you go, you're done. So that is what we're going to do. Install this little guy on the water heater door outside. Stuff happens when you're out and about sometimes. Once we got back home, this was an easy fix. The spring goes on the latch arm. And the arm will eventually go into the mount. Compressing the spring and lining up the latch was a bit of a pain. But everything went together. And it works like a charm. Next is the external radio antenna with the antenna masts are us, universal hidden style AM/FM amplified radio antenna, and the Metra 44-EC144 antenna extension cable. When we bought our Trailmanor, it came with the usual long wire antenna. It's compact and easy to install, but doesn't work worth a darn in remote areas. We definitely needed an upgrade. It seems people don't listen to the radio while camping anymore, but we like tuning into local stations when we camp to catch the local flavor, news, and events. The install was pretty straightforward. We mounted the antenna where Trailmanor mounts their optional antenna, followed the existing solar panel cables, came up through the refrigerator cabinet floor, and up into the radio box. It was pretty easy, and we can now pick up more distant stations. Next is a solar upgrade with flush panel mount for 50 amp Anderson plug, Bunker Industries 50 amp 6 to 10 gauge battery quick connect, and 8 gauge 15 feet of black and red welding cable. When I did our solar install upgrade, I knew I was going to eventually replace the factory 80 watt panel with a 200 watt ground array. The 80 watt and its controller were just hanging around, feeding the batteries until we could make the move. We relocated the two 100 watt panels and removed the factory 80 watt panel and all its associated cabling back to the Renogy Rover 20 that it had been connected to. The 200 watt ground array will now be attached to the Rover controller through some 8 gauge welding wire run in wire loom under the trailer. to a 50 amp Anderson connector in a water-resistant housing. I could have used a smaller Anderson connector, but I had a couple of these laying around from another install. Plus, this setup looks pretty clean. Next is the gray tank support, using 84 inches of 1.5 inch angle iron in 1/8 inch, 4 number 12 sheet metal screws in 3/4 inch, and 12 quarter 20 bolts in 1 inch with washers and nylock nuts. RVs with large holding tanks can develop cracks in them if they aren't supported properly or left full while traveling. The longer and wider the tank, the more susceptible it is. Since the Trailmanor gray tank isn't very deep, but is relatively long and wide, some owners have reported the cracking issue. The solution that many in the Trailmanor community have used is installing a tank support. Here's how we built ours. After some tape measure antics, using the angle iron we built mounts that will be attached to the frame members, with a vertical mount for the center support. We also built a center support with an insulator that will attach to the mounts and support the gray tank. Now that it's been disassembled and painted, let's install it. Attach the frame mounts. Then the tank support mounts. Then the tank support. Voila! Our new gray tank support. It now supports the gray tank across its width to where the tank curves up. We usually travel with our tanks empty, but this was an easy build, and a little prevention is better than having the camp host ask you where the water under your RV is coming from. Last is the LED awning light strip, using the Rec Pro RV 12-foot white LED awning party light with mounting channel and white PCB in 12 volt. In an earlier upgrade video, we had changed out the factory bulbs to LEDs in the stock porch light fixtures. They worked out okay, but we really needed more light for our campsite. The Rec Pro comes with a clear U channel and the LED strip. It's easy to install. Just clean the mounting surface with rubbing alcohol, peel the protective coating off the 3M VHB tape on the mounting channel, and press into place. The LED strip easily presses into the channel. The LED strip has handy markings so it can be easily trimmed to the desired length. We used plastic raceway and silicone to route the LED strip wires to the existing porch light and installed a switch so we could use the factory porch lights or the LED strip. As per the instructions, we used silicone to seal up the trimmed end. Now that's a nicely lit campsite. So there are our Trailmanor spring updates to our camping home away from home. Hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. We appreciate it. If you liked it, don't forget to give it that thumbs up there below the video. And if you want to see some more upgrades we've done to our Trailmanor, check out our Trailmanor upgrade playlist. It's all kinds of different things we've done to it, upgrades, equipment we've bought, parts, that kind of thing. So check it out. Also, if you want to keep up with what we're up to, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload new videos. Thanks again for stopping by, and safe travels.